Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to our Cosmic Trial guide video for Marvel Heroes Omega for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Now, with this video, we'll be running through the trial with the newly released Nightcrawler, and it really is pretty awesome. This is a nice fun trial as he zips all over the screen. So what we will do is we will have a look at the skills and talents I've used in order to pass the trial. We'll then show off the Cosmic Trial gameplay, and at the end we'll bring up the gear wheel. Now the reason we do that is these Cosmic Trial videos are for new players, and I passed the trial using a very particular build, but I use very basic gear, simply super heroic gear, no legendary, no special artifacts. So if you're a new player, this will help you get into the cosmic difficulties. But first up, let's have a look at the skills and talents. Now with this setup here, we will actually be using a main spender attack. The reason for that is so we can build up combo points to buff one of the skills we'll look at in just a moment. But the spender we're using, it's Swashbuckler Slash. Now although I say it's a spender, it doesn't actually cost any spirit to use, and it actually does help us a lot there. Now the next skill we have, this would be Righteous Frenzy. So you'll teleport right in amongst enemies, you do a nice amount of damage, it leaves a dot on them and it makes them vulnerable as well, so this really is great. We then have Bamf Bomb. Now you want to always try and use this just after teleporting so you are stealthed for the huge 200% damage bonus. We then have Flash and Grab. This is great, it pulls a group of enemies towards you and it stuns them and weakens them. Next skill is a pretty simple one, which is Blink Strike, where you basically bounce between various different enemies. Really very simple as mentioned. We then have Run Through, and this is the one that we use our combo points for, enable for it to do a huge amount of damage. It will, with the gear we've got, it can brute for in the region. I think I maybe even during the trial got about 800,000 for a brute on it, and it will be a guaranteed brute if we use it at 10 combo points. Now before we go into the signature, I'll quickly mention about the Swashbuckler Slash as well. The way I'm using this is I have a Electra medallion which gives me 3 seconds of invisibility on medkit. So what I'll do is I'll pop my medkit and then I'll actually just choose a random enemy to wail away on with the Swashbuckler Slash to build up my 10 combo points without any real fear of the enemies targeting me, because I will be invisible. That's a good little tip there. Now, final skill before we look at the talents is your signature, which is Brimstone Blitz. Through talents we've got this so it actually regenerates some spirit and 100% of your health, and when you use it you're invulnerable for 5 seconds as well, so make sure to use this often in order to keep your spirit levels up. But next up, let's have a look at the talents we would use. First talent we have here then is Surprise Attacks. With this one, Bamf Bomb and Run Through, that's the important 10 combo point skill, will deal 100% more damage if used while stealth or invisible. So do make sure to quickly use Bamf to go invisible or even stealth, as it's probably tagged before using either of these skills. We then have Ausweichen, and when you use a teleport power, which we will be using very often, you gain dodge chance, base damage, and this stacks up to 10 times, so you're looking at a total of a whopping 20% dodge chance if you can get the full 10 stacks and 20% base damage there. We then have Infernal Brimstone. So with this one, Righteous Frenzy leaves behind that Infernal Brimstone dot, and it also makes the enemies vulnerable. We then have Tireless Teleporter. So with this, your signature Brimstone Blitz restores 35% of your spirit and 100% of your health. And final talent, this is Crescendo of Steel. So you gain your combo points meter. When you hit with a sword power you gain combo points, and it's your flourish skills that spend them to increase their damage by 100%. And as mentioned as well, at max combo points your next flourish brutally strikes. The cooldown on it does go up, but it's most definitely worth it because it will hit for a huge amount, and it's really great for whittling down both Mandarin and Red Skull. But what we'll do now is show off the Cosmic Trial gameplay. Once that's completed, we will then bring up the gear wheel so I can show off the gear we've used as well.
Guten Tag. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I see a tunnel of light. I would if I could.
So many ways to hurt you. I am all-powerful. The Mandarin is invincible. This cannot be.
Don't be ashamed. I've learned from the best. Mein Gott, the pain.
We shall never be destroyed.
No.
And there we go. So you really could see the difference there that run through does on single targets, and it is very important to use that in order to pass the trial in time. But gear wise, as we can see, nothing special here at all, just regular artifacts, super heroic gear, no legendary, and we're able to pass. So as always, hope this was useful. Any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you all again soon.